Those were the days when morning had their own rhythm. The aroma of coffee, the rustle of paper, and people immersed in the day's newspaper. For families across generations, it wasn't just a newspaper, it was a companion, a daily ritual, and a trusted window to the world. But fast forward to today, everything has changed. News no longer waits for the next morning. It arrives instantly on our phones in bite sized updates anytime, anyway. People have moved to digital, and with that, the golden era of print has started to fade. For Bharat Herald, a brand trusted across generation, this shift has been tough. Print circulation has dropped from 2.1 million copies per day in 2019 to 5,60,000 copies in 2024. Ad revenues have fallen, and even a digital attempt in 2021 couldn't survive due to poor mobile usability and financial losses. Tony Sharma, the executive director, wants one last attempt to review the business. Considering me as Peter Pandey, a data analyst, I have been tasked to deep dive into Bharat Herald's operational and financial data to assess the situation and provide a clear roadmap. Hello, I am Farida, and in this Code Basics Resume Project Challenge, I will be analyzing Bharat Herald's data to uncover insights. The objective of the analysis is to quantify the drop in print circulation and readership engagement, rebuild advertiser confidence and trust, identify where the digital pilot went wrong, and chart a clear roadmap for a strong digital comeback. Now, let's move forward and answer the key business questions uncovered from the data. The first one is print circulation trends. What is the trend in copies printed, copies sold, and net circulation across all cities from 2019 to 2024? Here we see there is a steady decline in copies sold, printed, and net circulation. Net circulation dropped from 40 million to 30 million, a 25% decrease over 5 years, averaging a loss of approximately 2 million readers annually. One thing I notice here is a pattern which emerges every year, where the copies printed are adjusted closer to the previous year's sold copies to minimize wastage. Despite this, decline and wastage persist, indicating that the problem is not operational inefficiency but a structural decline in readership. Next, we see how has this changed year over year. From 2020 to 2024, Bharat Herald has seen a steady year-on-year decline of around 5 to 6% across copies printed, sold, and net circulation. The most concerning trend is that the net circulation is dropping the fastest at the rate of 6.2% in 2024. This accelerated decline reflects the post-COVID shift towards digital media as more readers migrate online. Now we are going to see the top performing cities which contribute the highest to net circulation and copies sold in 2024. Here, Jaipur, Varanasi and Mumbai emerge as the strongest market with high net circulation. Together, these cities alone contribute nearly 40% total circulation, making them strategically important. Varanasi and Jaipur, being a place with historic and cultural significance, shows a strong footprint for readership habits, while Mumbai, being a business and media hub, has a diverse, engaged audience that value newspapers. Are these cities still profitable to operate in? While these cities are still profitable, overall declining trend in print readership means the sustaining profitability will increasingly depend on integrating digital channels alongside print operations. Next, we are going to analyze the print waste. Which cities have the largest gap between copies printed and net circulation? Here, Varanasi, Jaipur and Mumbai, despite high net circulation, shows a large gap between copies printed and circulation, indicating significant wastage. Improving performance is not just about boosting revenue but also minimizing wastage. Now, how has the gap changed over time? The print waste gap has steadily decreased from 4.5 million in 2019 to 3.5 million in 2024. This shows that business has actively worked to minimize wastage year on year through better demand forecasting and operational efficiency. However, the gap remains significant at 3.5 million in 2024, highlighting room for further optimization. Here we have to see how has ad revenue evolved across different ad categories. we can see that government and real estate are the top performing categories together, contributing about 60% of the total ad revenue. While if we have to analyze how has these categories remained strong and which have declined, and of course the categories of government and real estate have remained strong throughout the years from 2019 to 2024. Automobile advertising, while historically trailing behind government and real estate, has shown a healthy upward trend, increasing from 63 million in 2019 to 88 million in 2024, indicating growing industry investment in marketing. In contrast, FMCG shows a decline from 84 million to 60 million, highlighting challenges in consumer engagement and a clear shift towards digital and social media advertising. If we see city level ad revenue performance, which cities generated the most ad revenue and how does that correlate with the print circulation? Here Patna, Bhopal, Mumbai and Jaipur emerged as the leading cities in ad revenue generation. However, when we compare ad revenue with net circulation, we notice there is no clear correlation. In fact, if we look at ad revenue per copy, an interesting pattern appears. Cities with lower net circulation often generate higher revenue per copy, while cities with higher net circulation bring in less revenue per copy. This reflects a negative correlation, showing that advertiser demand depends more on market attractiveness than circulation numbers alone. Digital readiness versus performance. Which cities show high digital readiness based on smartphone, internet and literacy rates but had low digital pilot engagement? Here, Kanpur and Ranchi show low digital pilot engagement with only 9K and 10K active users respectively despite strong digital readiness. This indicates that even digitally prepared cities require focused awareness and engagement initiatives to convert readiness into actual user participation. Ad revenue versus circulation ROI. Which cities had the highest ad revenue per net circulated copy? Here, Lucknow, Patna, Ranchi, Bhopal and Ahmedabad show the highest ad revenue per net circulated copy despite having lower net circulation, indicating strong monetization efficiency in these markets. In contrast, cities like Jaipur, Varanasi with high net circulation generate significantly less ad revenue per copy, highlighting that higher net circulation doesn't always translate to better ad revenue efficiency. Is this ratio improving or worsening over time? Here we can clearly see that from 2019 to 2024, ad revenue per net circulation actually improved. Digital relaunch city prioritization. Here we can see that Bhopal, Ahmedabad, Varanasi and Lucknow are the top cities for the digital relaunch, combining strong digital readiness, solid pilot engagement and notable print decline. Let's dive deeper into the secondary analysis to uncover a clear roadmap for a successful digital relaunch. What should Bharat Herald's phased digital transition strategy look like given the readiness and engagement data? Keeping track of what we observed in primary analysis, here we are going to see the phased digital relaunch strategy. In the phase 1, that is in the initial digital relaunch for the months 1 to 3, we target on the cities Bhopal, Ahmedabad and Lucknow. We have selected the cities based on strong digital readiness, solid active user base and notable print decline. Here, one thing we had done is excluded Varanasi despite meeting these factors because Varanasi has a high bounce rate of 75%, making it less reliable for phase 1. And during the phase 2, that is from the month 4 to 6, we can expand the market to Patna, Mumbai, Varanasi and Delhi. This selection is based on fair pilot engagement. Here, Delhi, which already has a large user base of 31K despite lower digital readiness, has a strong potential with awareness and engagement campaigns. Other cities like Patna, Mumbai and Varanasi have a moderate user base of 22K to 26K. The one challenging factor here is the city Varanasi, which has high bounce rate of 75%, requires focus on user experience. And during the phase 3, that is from the month 7 to 9, we can target on cities Kanpur, Jaipur and Ranchi. Here, Kanpur and Ranchi are already digitally ready but have low active users. So, we need targeted engagement before launch. For the city of Jaipur, It has low digital readiness of only 55% but 19K active users. So it requires digital awareness campaigns. So the action plan is we can build engagement and awareness before full scale expansion and apply city specific strategies to ensure readiness. If we see platform-wise performance by cities, mobile app beta is a platform which has a strong engagement across all the cities during the pilot of above 50%, while WhatsApp PDF push is highly popular for quick and snackable news. Responsive web version is performing well in Delhi, Ranchi and Mumbai, while e-paper mobile web has notably strong engagement in Jaipur. Now, let's see how can Bharat Herald regain advertiser trust in key cities where confidence dropped the most. Ad revenue has declined significantly in Delhi, Kanpur, Ahmedabad, Mumbai and Bhopal. Delhi seeing the largest drop at 22% with 33 million ad revenue in 2019 has dropped to 26 million in 2024. However, Delhi shows strong user engagement with 31K active users in pilot version. This makes it a prime candidate for targeted digital relaunch campaign to rebuild advertiser confidence in a high potential market. Bhopal, Ahmedabad and Lucknow, which are already the top cities for launch ready, making it straightforward to involve advertisers early in the digital relaunch. Kanpur, which is a city with high digital readiness, offers an opportunity to integrate advertisers effectively and demonstrate measurable ROI, reinforcing trust in Bharat Herald's digital initiatives. Mumbai, being a business-focused city, targeted campaigns and premium content offerings can help re-engage advertisers despite previous revenue decline. Now, let's see how can Bharat Herald regain advertiser trust in categories where confidence dropped the most. Ad revenue in FMCG has dropped significantly from 84 million in 2019 to 60 million in 2024. A key reason is that FMCG brands are increasingly investing in social media ads where consumer engagement is higher. To rebuild trust, we can offer mobile-friendly content and interactive formats. Also, we can provide measurable multi-channel packages to demonstrate ROI and encourage FMCG advertisers to return. What changes to content format or delivery might boost digital engagement? During the digital pilot in 2021, if we take the cumulative feedback, people mostly had usability concern like the font size is too tiny and zooming doesn't help in small screens. Sometimes the site took too long time to load and also people show high interest in WhatsApp format. So what are the actions we can take to boost digital engagement? The first one is mobile optimized e-papers. We can redesign with scalable fonts, responsive layouts and an article view mode for better readability. For faster performance, we can optimize loading speed and reduce file size so content opens smoothly even on average smartphones. For the WhatsApp first strategy, we can roll out daily bulletins in WhatsApp friendly formats like snackable text, short summaries, lightweight PDF or images. Okay, now let's move on and see what role can subscription bundling play in revenue recovery. Subscription bundling is a smart way to give readers more value while increasing revenue for Bharat Herald. The first option is print plus digital bundle. Pay one price and get both. This way, it benefits different reader groups. Senior citizens who still prefer the traditional newspaper can enjoy the print version, while working professionals or students can easily access the digital platform on the go. Second, we can offer topic-specific bundles like only business, only sports, or only local news. This makes it affordable and customized for readers. Finally, a family or multi-user plan allows one subscription for the whole household, which increases total revenue per subscription. So, bundling not only attracts more readers but also ensures that each subscriber brings in higher value to Bharat Herald. Continuing with this, we can see what role can loyalty program play in revenue recovery. Our regular subscribers are the real treasure for Bharat Herald. A loyalty program helps us retain these readers and increase their lifetime value. We can offer a 10 to 20% discount on subscription renewals, provide early access to newspapers, e-papers or newsletters and send personalized appreciation emails. Giving priority support for subscription queries also shows we value them. This rewards and recognition keep reader engaged, loyal, and contribute to steady revenue growth. Finally, let's see what role does paper article play in revenue recovery. With paper article, readers can access only the sections or stories they want. For example, kids, news, students content or investigative reports. This way, readers get exactly what they need and Bharat Herald benefits too, as more people use our platform and generate revenue in a flexible way. Now, let's see how can we re-establish trust with local influencers and journalists. So, first one is 1 minute daily news updates. So, we can collaborate with regional influencers to deliver quick, engaging daily news capsules on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. We can have collaborative meta ads, like we can run co-branded ads with influencers to expand reach and highlight Bharat Herald's digital platform. Journalists lead live sessions and podcasts. We can invite respected regional journalists for interactive YouTube discussions and podcasts to reinforce authenticity and trust. And finally, we can have youth engagement activities like we can launch polls, quizzes, and question and answer sessions with influencers to connect with younger and mobile first audiences. Now, let's move on to see the ad hoc reports generated for the business purpose. First request is to find the top 3 months where any city record the sharpest month over month decline in net circulation. Here, 2021 Jan, 2019 November and 2020 Jan are the months which show the sharpest decline in net circulation. Next, I have generated a report to identify ad categories that contributed greater than 50% of yearly total revenue. In this report, it is clear that none of the categories have contributed more than 50% of yearly ad revenue. So, if I filter out the percentage of total in ad categories to above 50%, it's actually a blank. Next, in the business request tree, I have created a report which ranks cities by print efficiency in the year 2024. So, here are the top cities Ranchi, Ahmedabad, Patna, Jaipur and Varanasi with fair print efficiency. Moving on to the business request 4, a report is needed to find the change in internet penetration in 2021 from Q1 to Q4 and identify which city have the highest improvement. Here, in this report, Kanpur and Mumbai have shown better improvement in the internet penetration. In the business request 5, we have to find cities where both net circulation and ad revenue decreased every year, and here is the report. And the final business request is to identify the city which has high digital readiness and has low pilot engagement. And here is the report. Here, Kanpur is the place which is highly digital ready but show very low pilot engagement of only 9K users in 2021. Thank you all for listening to my presentation with patience. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the great instructors Dawal Patel and Hebanan Vadivel and to the entire Code Basics team for providing this wonderful opportunity. This project has not only given me valuable learning but also helped me in upskilling myself. Thank you.